Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix of Glory Hounds. Before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, you can get it free on itch.io. But if you want to support the people that make this game and or get the news version earlier, then you can go to Patreon, where it's $3 a month. Hey, So, on the last Let's Play, we went through the kind of interview process where they're like, hey, we're gonna clean up the city. Do you want to join in? And we initially declined before running back with ice cream and joining them. At which point I was shocked because the game went, hey, thank you all for watching. Here's the Patreon. See ya. And I was like, what? There's more pictures. What the hell? And then I was like, did the smart guy thing of what happens if we click this? This game does the thing I've never seen before, which is, hey, once you finish one thing, it puts you at the main screen, and then you click here. Which, if you've done that before, or have a decent enough memory to remember it, then, you know. But, yeah. So, let's reset our face. And start issue 2. A Whale of a Tale. And sorry for the fish puns, or the scurvy jokes. Somewhere underwater. Whoa. If 'tisn't the catch of the day, comes swimming home at last. Not like ye'd have any dirty uniform, Ishmael. What gives? Had a rough go of it out on the 7 seas? Don't give me your... cease your blathering, ye old ball o' feathers. Tisk, I blather, because I carried me hearty. Ye had us all worried, truly, even the captain. Of course, then we took a gander at the news. The bloody news? D'ye mean to say the captain knows? I personally understand why ye be away for a couple of days after. Of course, running from the law ought to be quite difficult on those stubby little leg ears. Also, I can understand this being a fishbowl maybe, but like, so wait, is it kind of like magic tech or technology where it's somehow how to go there with an actual bubble? Why you? But breaking our code of honor in the first place, Mochara? I'm not sure what Mochara is. That's be breaking his soul or heart. Why don't ye quit poking your beak into places it don't belong before I pluck your feathers out one by one and stuff 'em in a pillow? And then sleep on said pillow. And just how do ye making those funny squiggly sounds? Or squiggly sounds? Oh, touch my feathers and you'll be sorry, fish breath. Asshole. Wait, could guns work underwater? That'd have to be a harpoon, yeah? Dunce. Landlubber. Squawk! Ye did not say that. I'll have ye head on a pike, ye hear. Shut your bakes? Oh, your house. Is ye captain? Boss. Ahem, dearest captain, whatever do ye need? Ishmael, me laddie, I thought I made myself very clear when I took ye in. Pardon me, captain, I still be trying to get swearing thing under control. Old habits die hard. Har! Ye hosting the wrong sail, boyo. Cursing be one thing, but this here crew don't take kindly to feckless, unprovoked violence. See, holding an old lass at gunpoint like that don't reflect kindly on us as old men o' the sea. Any lesser captain would settle for no less than hanging you up by your fins or having you keel hauled. You're really in for it now, Ishmael. But, as is your first jaunt or the great line o' the Syndicate rulebook, the great Ahab willing to let this one go. Really? Really? On one condition, lad. See, I got a grand job planned. Absolutely grand. I need all hands on deck for this one. And seeing as the big guns are in the pillory, that unfortunately means you a lot. A word of warning to the weak and wary, though. Cross Ahab again, and keel hauling will just be the start. And for those of you that don't know, keel hauling is when they would tie rope around you and pull you underneath the ship from one side to the other. So from port to stern or stern to port, that'd be left and right. And, there's barnacles underneath the ship. So you're both, underwater and getting your back or front scraped all to hell. Thank ye, Captain. Ye won't regret it. I swear on me heart. Don't go thanking me yet, ye sorry Osaka scales. We pull this one off, and every cent you earn's going to fix an old that old lady's store. Until then, ye be swabbing the poop deck. Are you kidding me? Yeah. I wasn't even the one who smashed up the place. 'Twas that blasted hound and his spotted friend that did the deed. And it's kind of hard to read these sometimes. I mean, I can do for some reason I'm Irish now all of a sudden. And that wouldn't have happened if you listened to me for once in your life, Sonny. Now would it? You said it, Captain. Captain, who's the new fella in the corner over there? Our ticket to the place we're fixing to loot. What is your name again, lad? Is it gonna be, the Dawn Hound? Nope. Well, I saw him looking all piratey, and I'm like, maybe he's undercover? Camus. Auguste Camus. At your service. Camus? No, Camus. He's right. Ye be saying it wrong, Ishmael. Obviously, it's Camus. It's Camus. Why does no one get it right? Stop waggling your tongues. Get over here and listen good. We got a job to do. Ah! Somebody flashbanged. Do you think the whale would need to have one of those things on his face? Because whales need to breathe air. They just are really good at holding the lugs. I'm on the verge of collapsing. My bones are aching. My vision's blurry. Whether it's because I'm just that exhausted, or because my body can't take much more punishment, I don't know. But every time I hit the mat, it gets a little comfier, and just a little harder to get up again. Yeah, that's why I was like, wait, there has to be more of this game because there's this scene more or less. Unless they put all the CGs and then, or it's a whip, but no, it's issue 2. Again, the bird looming over me looks none the worse for wear. Of course he doesn't. I haven't been able to hit him once after all, even after you promised Raoul. Yeah, I guess it's Raoul. You go easy, me. Are you just gonna lie on there with a mouth agape like a baby bird? Give me a moment. This is a life or death situation, Dusk Hound. Criminals aren't gonna wait for you to make return flight from Dreamland. I just think I sprained. I pushed myself off the mat and immediately opened pain, falling right back down. My entire body. This music sounds familiar, but I can't place it. Oh, it's gonna bug me. And you'll keep doing so if you do not keep your guard up. In hand-to-hand combat, paying attention to opponent is as important as punching and kicking. And if you do not, he shakes his head. There are worse things than bruises. With all those scars, I'm inclined to believe him. I sit up straight, panting all the while. Were you not tired yet? I'm half your age. He's in more shape, I guess. Body's a temple. Take care of it in an early stage. Then in old age, it will take care of you. Your body might be a temple. Mine's more of a garbage disposal. Or it could be a temple of Demeter. Haha! Then see me as sanitation company. You must learn discipline. I carefully weigh my options. Alright, promise not to break any bones? I will do my very best. I get back on my feet and assume the stance he's been trying to teach me all morning. Keyword here being assume. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, hands raised at eye level, shoulders up, chin tucked, legs wide, knees slightly bent. It reminds me of the boxing lessons I took as a kid. Of course, those didn't prepare me to fight a deadly bird with more battle scars than my dad's old car, but I doubt anything could. Your form is... He pauses, scrutinizing me. Adequate. Coming from him, that almost feels like praise. He takes a similar position himself. Fighting is very much like dancing. All about anticipating your partner's actions and reacting in turn. Then, when guard is down, you strike. Not sure I've ever seen a dance that involved, striking? Master Vard said similar thing long ago. Did you train him too? He nods. For years. He was interested in learning, dedicated. Very intent on talking, much like you. Made funny sound when hitting the mat, much like you. He chuckles. I'm so used to him being serious at this point that it feels unnatural, like a sound that should simply not exist. You're trying to get me angry? I'm trying to make you punch instead of talking ear holes off. Alright, you asked for it. Here it comes! Never telegraph. Dusk! Punch! I take a swipe at his smug little face. Without skipping a beat, he catches my fist in the claw, locking it in place. I try yanking it away, but he's got a firm grip on it. God, he's strong. This man could fold me like a chair. Ooh. Tell me, what went wrong? I, hesitated? No, we do not announce attacks. I always find that funny in, like, anime where it's like, it's Lion's Barrage! Or some kind of thing, and it's just like, I don't know. I mean, I guess if you were to, like, make up a book, you might make names or something like that, but it just seems like, eh. Master Brevard may be living in the cartoon world, but we fight real criminals. Also, I'm Russell. So wise not to scream at tag names and faces. Noted. Good. Can you let go of my hand now? He narrows his eyes. No. Pretty please? Prettiest of pleases have no effect on me. Opponent, mobilize your arm. What you do? I throw another punch with my free hand, but that one gets snatched up by Milos as well. I guess then you use both those things as leverage to kick? He wasn't even looking at it. Correction, both arms. He stares me down while I wiggle in place. He's enjoying this. Clock is ticking. Alright, fine. If he wants to play dirty, I can play dirty too. I take a deep breath, pull back my leg, and then bring my knee forward as hard as I can, right into his groin. It's like hitting a brick wall. He doesn't flinch, but he does let go. I stagger backwards. Good thinking. Ineffective, but good start. I look up at him. How did you not? What, feel pain? Internal testicles. Species and anatomy of a opponent is very important. Everyone has different strengths and weaknesses. Not the answer I was expecting to hear. Well, at least I wasn't expecting him to be this blunt about it. What are yours? He taps his beak. Strengths? Carrion corals have sharp beak. It makes it easier to read when it's a Russian accent because you don't have to have a sharp beak, it's just have sharp beak. Made for tearing flesh from bone. Evolution dulled nature, but not break. Exercise caution when aiming for head. He pauses. Would not want you to lose fingers. Whoa, morbid. Have you ever had to... No, I'm not barbarian. I'll still be thinking, keep an eye on that beak of his. I hope you're not always this easily frightened, Duskhound. Just wondering how Raoul turned out so happy-go-lucky when you're over here warning me about folks who might chomp my fingers off. Mr. Brevard is idealist. To him, if he cannot perceive danger, it does not exist. He is lucky to be skilled and resourceful. He shakes his head wistfully. Still has much to learn about self-preservation. You have that in common. So, why aren't you a sidekick? You could be way more helpful in a fight than I could ever hope to be. He looks away for a moment, knitting his brows. I'm expecting him to explain, but he stays silent for a few long, agonizing moments that give me an impression I just gravely offended him. I am only fit enough to teach, not fight. I think this might be a sensitive topic. Hey, for what it's worth, I think you're an excellent teacher. He focuses on me again. Despite his stern expression, there's a funny little twinkle in his eye. I am the best instructor in Bavaria. I will teach you everything I know. You are not allowed to die under my tutelage. I don't know whether that's a promise or a threat. In turn, I ask only one thing. Shoot. Keep Master Brevard safe, where I cannot. That's what I'm here for, right? I mean it. He may be a smart inventor, but he is not brightest bulb in crayon box. I correct him on the idiom, but I don't want to end up on the mat again, or I'd correct him. I didn't know you two were close. I just figured you were his butler. I am many things. Bodyguard, teacher, mixologist, legally allowed to officiate weddings. Butler is one of them. How far back do you guys go? 23 years. And it's been a hell of a ride. I hear a hiss of the automatic doors shutting behind the Rottweiler as he struts into the room with the biggest of grins and a large, colorful notebook. The amount of stickers on it would make an elementary school kid jealous. Is that glitter? Wow, it is. A container's worth at least. Sorry I'm late. I had some work for the company to attend to. Wait, I had some work for the company to... How's our newest recruit doing, Milo? About as well as you did on your first training day. Yeah, no broken bones as far yet, however. Well, that's good. Broken bones? It's a long story. Long story is he stubbed toe on way out of training hall. Had to spend several days in the infirmary. Man, it must have been a really bad thing. Like, I broke my finger once in a boxing thing, And I didn't even know it. I thought it just really hurt my hand. I was able to do several pull-ups on it. Funny enough. Anyways, he waves the notebook at me. We have something very important to discuss. I could honestly use a break. For a week. Teach doesn't seem to think I earned one yet, though. I can see Milo twitching, ever so slightly, from the corner of my eye. What about my training? The crow lets out a sigh. It will appear we are done for today. If the past week has been of any indication, I think I'm in for another 5 consecutive hours of hearing about Raoul's heroic deeds. Training's important, but so is a presentation. I tilt my head. Presentation? The people need more than just protector spots. What they need is heroes, icons. What they need is a symbol of justice that'll strike fear into the heart of every criminal in the city. I think I know where this is going. Am I getting costume? You can't fight crime wearing slacks does count. His grin widens as he slams the notebook on the nearest flat surface. He's even more excited than he was the other day during my 5-hour orientation. Woof. I'm not getting gimp suit, am I? I took the liberty of creating some costume designs befitting your new identity. So that's what he's been so busy with the past week? No wonder he left all the fundamentals of my new job up to Milo. Did you design your own outfit? Sure did. It's my pride and joy. Oh no. I figured that that'd be more Milo's area of expertise. I can hear Milo shuffling behind us, putting away our training equipment. I look in his direction. He seems to be dreading this just as much as I am. I made some revisions for combat effectiveness, but design itself is Master Brevard's. He insists on it. Oh no. You're getting a carbon copy of mine. I believe a proper outfit should bring out your own innate qualities, like your boji woji. That does nothing to ease my anxiety. Just keep in mind, none of these are final. We can always make a few tweaks here and there. Thank God. Alright, show me what you got. Raoul leans in close to me, his shoulders touching mine. He's wearing the same cologne as last week in Mr. Brune's store. He opens his notebook and starts flipping through the pages. They're all filled with colorful drawings in pencil, markers, and crayon. The first few pages seem to be filled with prototypes for weapons and gadgets. Soon enough, he gets to the fashion doodles. He's going through them pretty quickly, but they honestly don't look too bad. He's got an eye for style at least. Now, seeing as you're new to this, I figured we'd give you plenty of protection and armor, to keep you safe. That sounds good. I may survive my first field assignment after all. He lands on a page of a drawing of me wearing... Would this be the thumbnail? Am I going cyber? Was thinking of something that's more on the defensive side, while still terrifying our adversaries. This is the most over-the-top and ridiculous armor design I've ever seen. Wow. This is quite something. Right? How do you like it? Personally, I love the pauldrons. Not sure what that is. He eyes me excitedly, like a kid showing off their latest art project to a parent. And I don't want to hurt his feelings, but this isn't going to go in the fridge anytime soon. If I was the main character, I'd be like, hey, crow guy, I can't remember, it starts with an M. Any thoughts? Because I feel like you would be able to let the Dawn Hounds down as best you could. It looks pretty cool. Yeah, I like the thingies on the boots. You mean the axes? What the? Wait, are those axes? I mean, I don't think it's maybe, you know, a bit too much. He runs a paw along his chin. I suppose it might be a tad tacky to move around this. Yes, or tricky. Don't worry though, I've thought of everything. I had a feeling you might feel this way, so I took the liberty to draft a few alternative designs. Mind you, they're slightly less developed and refined. This next one has fewer bells and whistles, and should let you move more freely. Phew, I was a little worried, but thankfully he's got some self-awareness. I'm sure this next one will be a lot less. Full stop. Am I stripper now? Okay, thumbnail time, I guess. What even is this? Now this one doesn't have qualities have quite as much protection. How does this even offer any protection? But you'll be fast and flexible enough to dodge any incoming attack. You'll be untouchable. I'll die of embarrassment before anyone even gets close enough to attack. Assuming anyone would even want to come anywhere remotely near me looking like that. I don't know. Can we change yourself to the gay hound? You know, it does count. Just walking up and be like, "Hi, boys. A stereotype." I don't know what I was going for. I'm not sure about this man's sense of style anymore. Do you maybe have something a little more modest? Well, yes. In fact, this next one may be a good middle ground. I think I felt less scared when I had a pistol pointed at my face. Behold! This looks like some kind of My Hero Academia thing where it's like, I don't know, we're gonna have to pick some design, so we're just gonna go with, I don't know, lady with, you know, those old Russian ladies. This is... I thought instead of something flashy, perhaps something a little more traditional would suit you better. Something typically Latvian. He looks at me, tail wagging, and a big smile on his face. His eyes are twinkling like Lou's when they dig up famous model's dirty secret. Either he's lost it, or he's trying to pull some sort of prank. It's a pretty outfit, but I'll leave wearing dresses like this to William. I'm not a maid. He looks at me a little more seriously. Maybe this one's a bit too ordinary? What about this is ordinary? He clears his throat. How about this one? A loose page falls out of the sketchbook. It's not me in the sketch. It's what people mean when they say, fake it till you make it. Oh, how'd that get in there? I guess it's like that he's muscular. Like, he isn't unfit, but it doesn't look like he could lose. It's not like he couldn't lose a pound or two. And I could say for myself, granted, people say I'm like slim and stuff like that, but I look at myself and I'm like, I could lose a pound or two. Which is why I'm trying to eat less. Since, you know, I spent a month plus at my mom's. He snatches the page away before I have time to take it all in. I don't think Milo was kidding when he said his boss was an idealist. Anyway, here's my final sign. This one should have everything. Please, no more. I'm vetoing this one myself. I don't know. It's not the worst one out of all of them. It's not even your outfit. It is fashion crime I will not allow. If this one doesn't quite hit the marker, I'll have to go back to the drawing board. I actually have a lot of great ideas we can still try. No, this man cannot be allowed to continue. I'm putting a stop to this madness right now. Give me that. I yank the sketchbook from my overly excited boss's hands. Raoul tilts his head and cocks a brow. Marker. Oh, yes. He hands me the pink one. Perfect. I flip to the nearest empty page. Clearly, I have to take matters in my own hands. Well, if you want to sketch out some of your own ideas, be my guest. Let me tell you though, fashion design is not easy. Oh, I like this kind of music. Yeah, you demonstrated that clearly enough. I think you got this. Raoul gave me plenty of ideas on what not to do, but there are a few golden nuggets in some of those designs. I have some ideas. My hand moves all on its own. A little bit of this, maybe some bling over here, and I'm doing it. I'm in the zone. This is gonna be great. Moments later, and I'm pretty sure I've nailed it. Here, this should do. I hand the sketchbook back to Raoul. He seems genuinely excited. Alright, let's see what you came up with. I watch him with bated breath. I knew being a vigilante was going to be a tough job, but I had no idea I'd have to avert a disaster of such magnitude this early in my career. At least everything's settled now. Or so I assume. No sooner have I let down my guard than I noticed a devilish smirk stretching across Raoul's face. He turns the notebook around, and around and around in his paws. I see. Perhaps we could reinforce it here, and splash of color there. Yeah, that should be nice and comfortable, but would it be stretchy enough? Milo, a pen, if you please. Milo tosses him a pen. He catches it without looking, and immediately begins scribbling wildly. Are you gonna be alright? 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 Please, Spot. You're talking to a four-time inventor of the year winner. My designs are heart of this very city. A little outfit doesn't scare me. The ones I've seen so far scare me plenty. Okay then. Let me know if you need anything. Happy to, He raises a thumb, not even looking my direction. His tail's wagging so fast, I fear he might take off at any second. Help. He folds his arm. Milo folds his arms. No sense in getting through to him when he's in a state such as this. Inventor's frenzy. Does this kind of thing happen often? Once or twice every few months. Last year, he was locked in a room for 2 days. Wow. Must have had important business. Or been. Trying to design robots that make soup. Soup? Had to force lock after Master Brevard set off fire alarm. Took 3 weeks to get tomato stains out of carpet. Milo shudders, the feather sticking out from the top of his head, bobbing left and right like a metronome. 3 sentences, and the story is taking turns like a roller coaster. Clears his throat. Fancy go for your tea? Go for your tea. This could take some time. I wouldn't say no to that. I can run up and make us some. No need, I'll go. Don't you want to take a break? We're at it for a while. Well, I'm pretty winded myself. Only reason I'm asking is because I could use a change of scenery. Only thing tired of those ear holes from constant talking. Making coffee and tea is one of many duties as butler. I do not neglect duty. I feel bad making you do everything, you know. Don't feel bad. Get paid plenty for it. On the other end of the room, the screen flashes. I hear a soft ring. Milo gives a shake of his head, while Raoul refuses to look up from his sketching. Suppose coffee and tea will have to wait. Wait, what's going on? We have caller. Accept the call. It's not really a change in scenery, but we are a bit over time, and I kind of have something I want to do as well. So, that's a good time to call it, I guess. Not really a good time, but it is a time. I don't know, I guess I'm kind of done in by, what was that thing? Sileo, where it's like, we're gonna do this scene for like, I don't know, 20, 2 hours, and like, are we finished yet? No, we're not. Okay, we're still here. Anyways, and this, let's place a comment, because I like comments, so much you like, dislike, tips, tricks, otherwise, if you like my YouTube and likes it grow, then please like, subscribe, and check out the videos to help it grow, and please remain your animals to help control the pet population. And if you want to play this game, it's over free on itch.io, but if you want to support people that make this game, and or get the news version earlier, you can go to Patreon, which is $3 a month. $3 a month. And until next time, another Let's Play, me, GamerWolfSix, of Glory Hounds. So thanks and see you.